Alright, enough of that background noise. What's good, folks? It's your boy AE, Paranormal Hood. We're back. As you can see, your boy's kind of evolving as these videos evolve. I thank you all for all the feedback. But enough of all that talk. You want to hear a story? I'll take you back to somewhere in the 70s, late 70s, 78, 79. My family and I, we moved from our house to a new house. The house was in an area called Brockton, Massachusetts. The house had a lot of land around it. It was only a few doors down from the school that I would attend. From the very first day I went to school, things just didn't seem right. I remember walking up the street and seeing a dead animal in the middle of the road with its head decapitated, probably from a car. I had never seen anything like that. I was probably about 7 or 8 years old. Didn't think anything of it. I was given a new dog. I loved that little dog. To this day, we don't know how he got out the house. But somebody opened the door and let him out, and it wasn't any of us because we were all asleep. The next thing I know, there's a knock on the door. The dog is hit by a car, and of course the dog dies. I guess that was kind of my first real experience understanding death and how it affects you. Oh, but do you think that's all the story? No. This story may even have to be told in 2 parts, because I don't want it to drag on too much. It was the house. Something never seemed right about that house. I remember on the floor in the house, I had a setup. A very long setup of like an army. Had ships, everything on it. That's how I used to play, like I was battling against an enemy. I would move my pieces. I didn't move the other ones. They got moved. Come on, folks. Do you think I waited all this time in my life to tell you some bullshit-ass story? You think it's crazy? Oh, there's more to it. Remember there was a look on the window that everybody noticed. It looked like a demon. And thus my first experience seeing a demon. My father tried in vain to wash that image out of the window. But for some reason it just wouldn't come out. It just stayed there, the image of the demon. Behind the house was something like a swamp. But it wasn't a swamp to me. I would go out there, and sometimes I would go so far. Next thing I know, it wasn't a swamp anymore. It was a field. It's like a field of corn. Now I don't know what I crossed over into or what I saw or where I was when I was a kid, so I wasn't doing drugs or drinking. Calm down, folks. This is some real shit. This isn't some Narnia shit. I didn't end up in some place with fucking horses and princes and everything. But I wasn't in that swamp area anymore. I know that for a fact. And those experiences happened a few times. Including the experience being stung by the bees. I remember it. But for some reason, nobody else does. Oh, that evil house. Do you know that house burned down after we moved from that evil house? It just did something to all of us. In fact, I think that's when my family began to fall apart. Evil has a way of doing that. And evil comes in many forms. You can believe me. You cannot believe me. Again, I have nothing to prove. Do I look like I'm a professional video maker? No. I'm just a man with many, many stories. True stories, true talk, real talk. If you want to listen, please listen. This isn't negativity. I'm not coming at you. So there's no need to come at me. Respect what I'm doing. Because I respect everything that everybody else does. You don't have to like me. You don't even have to listen to me. But if you choose to be here, then we're going to have one fucking hell of a ride. And yes, I'm sorry. Occasionally, I do have to talk that way. Because it's how I feel. Because I'm passionate about paranormalhood. I'm passionate about the stories that I'm sharing with you. These are stories that have been told to very few people, but they can be corroborated. So don't think I'm here to bullshit you and waste your time. I'm just here to let y'all know that even in the hood, shit goes on. You feel me? But it's all good. Stay tuned for another story from your boy AE. This Paranormal Hood. Silent Witness. I'm with you, brother. Let's hit it. And let's get it. One love. Y'all stay cool out there. Keep looking to the skies. Whatever God you believe in, pray to him or her. Whatever it is. Just keep an open heart and an open mind. Until next time, it's your boy AE, Paranormal Hood.